Welcome to Power Talk. Happy Monday. And first off, I want to just let you guys know, if you're expecting Trisha McCannon this morning, she's quite ill. So if you will lift her up and surround her with light and prayers, I know that would be appreciated. She's got whatever this upper respiratory mess is that I've had and probably you've had. And it's not any fun, but she can't really talk. So we've rescheduled her. She will be live with us on May the 28th. So I'm looking forward to having her as my guest. She's an amazing teacher. So what I wanted to do today is give you guys some DNA activations first, but also I want to share with you that I have just published the ebook guidebook to the Reconnecting Soul DNA cards that I've been selling on Amazon and on my website for years. They don't come with any kind of instructions. They come with a little yellow card that tells you to pick whatever card you want and activate it, and using your intention, it will be so. So now I have given everybody access to the backstory on all of the DNA cards, and so that you have a little bit more information about what you're doing with those cards. So I wanted to share today 4 DNA activations. I don't think I've ever done these particular ones on the air before. So the first card is this one. It is purity. And with this activation, everything that's not love will be cleansed from your reality and your physicality. You know, purity is the true essence of your soul. And so by doing this activation, you free yourself up from all of the illusions that were created by your ego at the soul level. You know, they only exist in your human reality. There's no original sin like we've been led to believe. So why would we create that? In order to fully comprehend our innocence, we did this because, you know, a lot of times you have to look at the opposite side of something before you can really see the truth of what it really is. So just like understanding that love means we have to understand what love isn't, there's no way to comprehend purity without experiencing its antithesis. So just a grand game, remember that. Your innate purity is clouded by the programs and the beliefs that you pick up all along the way. Your purity gets sullied when you take on nuggets of responsibility for the behavior and the spiritual lesson of others. Judgment darkens it. The shadow aspect of this DNA strand is actually vanity, that internal judgment that lurks waiting to slip out and look like malice. As you use your awareness and this activation to let go of all that was never yours, you begin to see your purity once more. Another important thing to remember is that we're all just pure light. We're reflections of the light that streams from the heart of God. And if you get that, it's really easy to see that you would have to be pure at your core. You know, the Master Jesus said, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for unto them belongs the kingdom of heaven." It's all yours, folks. Receive that crown along with this attunement. And the next one I want to do is called praise. Every cell of your physical body now sings the song of praise to your divinity, just like the angels sing songs of praise to the Creator. You know, we don't usually take a lot of time or any time to applaud ourselves for everything that we've done. You know, we might do that for other people, but we tend to look for validation outside ourselves and look for approval from other people rather than to give them to ourselves. What happens when you look for these things outside yourself, you set yourself up for disappointment and you create a neediness inside yourself. And that neediness causes us to grasp and hold on to the familiar rather than celebrate the moment and the possibilities that exist in the field of pure potential. So what if you could hear the songs of your cells as they glorified your being? Have you ever considered that? We live in a holographic universe, and so it makes sense that our cells do what we do, honor and praise their higher being. This activation is going to allow you to have this awareness come from within. Your part in this process is to honor yourself in every cell, every organ, every gland in your physical vessel. Each one of them is on their own path and they have their own purpose. And just like you, the soul in the body, every cell is evolving and moving on to higher consciousness. And you're just a phenomenal team. As above, so below. So what are some of the things that you can praise about your body right now? Well, I think I got great hair. and my body's healthy and it's strong. And what are some accomplishments that you have done that you're proud of? Well, today I just published an ebook. Woohoo! How about that? So now's the time to take time to acknowledge these things and pat yourself on the back. You're the best cheerleader for your body, and your body is right there cheering for you as you climb this mountain to ascension. And when I do all 4 of these, then we're going to do the activations all together, if that, in case you're wondering about how come she didn't activate these yet. All right, so the next one is called relationship. When you can see where you are relative to everyone and everything else, new doors open to you as you understand your oneness with all that is. Because we are all one, everything that happens to us affects all the rest. Now, that concept is a pretty difficult one to wrap your head around, but once you do, your life changes in a really big way. You can more easily see relationship in people who are close to you. When someone you love is hurt, you hurt as well. It hurts your heart, right? And remarkably, that same connection occurs between you and someone in your soul family who you might never have met. They might be on the other side of the world, but you're equally affected at an energetic level when something happens to them, either good or bad. You're affected by their emotions and their reactions. And so you might have interesting feelings and have no clue where they came from. Like, I'm feeling really sad and I have nothing to be sad about. Generally, it's because a member of your soul family is sad, or you're picking up on the energy of mass consciousness. You might be affected in a subtle way, like sad, but the emotional ties are as strong as if the person was your husband or your wife or your child. So now that you're aware, just take a moment and tune in the next time you feel out of sorts. Follow the frequency and see if it's connected to someone you know, or if it goes deeper and farther away than that. And then just send love down that connection, the same as you would as if you were consoling your child. And then ask your body to release that connection, and ask your higher self to release that connection, and send that person the energetic information at the level of their higher self so that they can process those emotions in a healthy, constructive way and disconnect, because you don't need to carry that energy if it's not yours. And the final one that we're going to look at today is release. This attribute frees you from the cycle of karma that you agreed to so long ago. As you're released, so now you can release everyone and everything else, which is kind of what we were just talking about with respect to soul family baggage. So according to one of the basic universal laws, we're not supposed to be attached to anything. Letting go of attachments is one of the hardest lessons that we deal with as humans. We're attached to everything. We're attached to people. We're attached to our pets. We're attached to our stuff. We're attached to guilt. We're attached to resentment. And oh my God, are we attached to judgment? And the list just goes on and on and on. We certainly are attached to being right. Some of the most insidious attachments we carry from lifetime to lifetime are to our guilt and to our resentment. Hanging on to this guilt through our inability to forgive ourselves or somebody else has locked us into this cycle of karma that we fight so hard to break. Forgiveness is not something that we do for the other person. It's a gift we give to ourselves. So why is it so difficult? Most of us know that saying, let go and let God. We think we understand what that means, but at the same time, we continue to hold on to our problems because we just know we can fix them somehow. And usually we can't fix them by ourselves. And many times they're not even ours to fix. When we realize that we don't need to keep fixing and struggling, and we just surrender and give those back to God, amazing things begin to happen. Throughout the ages, the masters have told us that we can just lay our burdens down. They've all said it in different ways, but that's what we're talking about. It's just letting them go, letting go of everything that's not love, and then moving forward, staying attached to love. All right, so let's do these activations. So just take a moment, take a deep breath, pull all of your energy into your divine line, that beautiful river of light that runs right in front of your spine, where your soul resides. And ask your higher self to activate the vibration of the latent strand of DNA release now. And then activate the vibration of the latent strand of relationship now. And then activate the vibration of the latent strand of praise now. And finally, to activate the vibration of purity, all in your divine line, using the energetic fields and the guides. And I ask that these activations take place now. And I ask that everyone's reference points are all updated, all the ways in which we perceive ourselves and we perceive others and we are perceived in the world. And then I ask that we're all wrapped in sheets of rainbow light, gently sealing this work in to whatever degree is appropriate for our spiritual evolutionary states. And so be it. And it's just that easy to reclaim your purity, your relationship, and release all attachments and begin to praise yourself, every cell of your body, and then praise others. How cool is that? So I'm not sure if my new book, it's called Reconnecting Soul, Guidebook to the 142 DNA Activation Cards. It's only an ebook, Kindle. And I'm not sure if it's actually up yet on Amazon, but if it's not, it will be quite soon. The price on this guidebook is $3.49. So it's not going to set you back. If you don't already own the cards, each page of the book has the card on it. So you can use the energy from the glyph on the pages to activate the DNA strands as well. You might also want to get the cards because they're a larger version, but you don't actually need to if you get the book. So I hope that that helps you guys today. Now, there will not be a show next week. I'm going to be on an airplane. So I'm going to be flying back from San Diego, where I'm attending Dr. Carol McCall's Women's Intensive Workshop on Listening. I'm pretty good at speaking, but I'm probably not that good at listening. So y'all met Carol some months ago when she was a guest on the show. And I'm going to go out and do her workshop and enjoy that completely. And like I said, Tricia will be my guest on May 28th. And I look forward to seeing you when I return. My guest is going to be life coach and relationship coach Ken Kaiser week after next. So much love to all of you, and I hope you have a fantastic week. And I hope that light and love and prosperity shine on you every moment of every day. And remember, people who take responsibility for their lives create the reality they desire. Ciao.